Hey, it's MiWilderness. User member by the name of Corso over at bushcraftusa.com. He posed a question: what pocket knife would you trust your life with? Well, my answer is none. I wouldn't trust my life with any knife, but I did want to show the pocket knives I carry. Over where he's at, to carry a pocket knife it must be under 3-inch blade. I thought the restrictions here in Michigan were rough because we're only allowed a 3.5-inch blade. Anything longer than that, if it's concealed in any fashion, it's a felony. And for me, 3.5 inches runs from this side of my palm to this side, right across my knuckles. So if a knife fits across there, it's legal. This is my Imperial fisherman's knife. It has a hook degouger, a can opener, and a blade. This is what I carry fishing. It's made in the USA. This is a kabar. It's also made in the USA. It's a single blade pocket knife. It's very small and lightweight, but it has a long enough handle to make it comfortable. This is what I use for small game hunting, but I've kind of went back to carrying this one because it does have the hook degouger, and I do a lot of fishing too, so I've kind of put that one on the back burner and pretty much use this as my everyday carry. This is a Craftsman, made in the USA as well. This was handed down from my dad, along with the K-bar and the Imperial. This is just a really small pocket knife. I really don't carry it, but it is made in the USA, and it's a pretty decent little knife. It's the one I keep in my cigar box. This is an old timer, a Schrade, made in the USA, Schrade. Another hand-me-down. This is a really good knife. This is the traditional whittling pocket knife that was used and carried by most people that I knew, my uncles and my dad and stuff in Kentucky. They all had a 3-blade like this. I don't really use that one, but it is a nice knife. This is Victorinox, made in Switzerland. This used to be my shroom hunting knife for chopping shrooms. It's a good knife. It's stainless blade though, and I don't really care for stainless, but it's a decent knife. And this I got from Sarge 47 on a wilderness survival forum. I won this in a contest that he put on, and it's actually a really good knife. It does have a stainless blade, but this blade sharpens up pretty easy. And this has somewhat become my everyday carry. I usually pick one of the two, but the only thing I don't like about this one is it's so big. It's kind of bulky for a pocket knife, but I do like it because it has an awl with a nice sharp point for I use it for like drilling holes in wood or something. This saw blade is awesome. This saw blade is ultra sharp, and it actually cuts, for being so short, it cuts through a small branch pretty quick. And the back side is nice and square, so it's really good for striking the fire steel. And the blade, this blade actually is a lock blade. It locks in place, so I thought that was kind of neat for a pocket knife to have a lock blade, even though I don't really trust lock blades like I would a fixed blade. And it has a couple other blades that I really don't use. And it has a little pair of tweezers and I guess that's a toothpick, which is kind of nice. And then The other knife is this Swiss gear, which is made in Taiwan. I wouldn't trust the blade for anything, but it is heavy duty, and it does have a screwdriver tip. It has a Phillips tip. It has a hook degouger, and it has a nice heavy duty pair of needle nose pliers with a cutter. I keep this in my tackle box for repairing my fishing reel. If something goes wrong, I can do a field repair, and that's pretty much all I use that for. Or I have it in my car. You know, it's more or less a tool. But I do prefer the Made in USA stuff, and even going beyond that, as far as commercial products, I prefer the old Made in the USA stuff compared to the new stuff we have. And I've always liked Swiss Army knives. And that's pretty much it. Those are my everyday carries. Mainly it's this one or this one, depending on what I'm doing. And then sometimes it'll just be the old kabar. That's it. Talk to you later.